start sending them to you. If you're doing sweetheart stops, stop with the sweetheart stops. We cannot do it. Because what's fair for one is fair for the other, and I guarantee you we're not stopping at everybody's house. It just can't happen. So please stop doing it.
So the proper way to change that is to what? Follow up with the way we fix it.
Don't do them. You pick them up where you're supposed to pick them up at.
Right, but if they want to change,
If the parent wants to change, they can contact me, and I'm going to say, forget it, not happening. I'll take care of it for you. Not happening. Send them to me. Don't give them my cell phone, give them my office phone. I will take care of it for you. I can't do it anymore. My boss said no. Here's her cell or her office number. Okay. Deronda's gone. Chris, is there anything you want to add before? We do have another. Did you have anything else you needed? Okay. Let me get through this last one, Chris, if I don't cover what you've got. Oh, I got two more, I guess. This is May South High. When everything is done, this will be what it looks like. This is our bus lane now. This is what it looks like. And remember, we're having to come through all this traffic over here and all those cars parked over there. This is where we're at right now. They're moving the bus lanes here. So we'll be more on the inside. And that's not exactly right because that shows us running right into the building. But they're moving our bus lane at May South High. So just to keep in mind that some of these buildings that we go to, the traffic's a little chaotic. They are working on it. That's part of the plan. They are trying to get that. The other reason I have this on here is we have our shuttle buses parking here while we're trying to unload or load at the schools. Shuttle buses, we've said it at every meeting. If you're a shuttle bus, big or small, you've unloaded your regular kids, drive around the school and come back and get in line because you're making it really hard for those other buses to try and get around you to get out, especially our new drivers. That's how we get buses clipped. So get out of the way. We'll blame it on me. I'm going to clip your bus when I go around you because I can't get around. Just get out of the way. Move around the block, around the building, come back and repark again just to give the guys an opportunity to get out of there. Okay? Deronda, did you have anything else to add to that? Because I know we've talked about it a lot.
No, I think that covers it. Just
Okay.
really that shuttle bus.
Okay. Questions on that? Big or small, if you're a shuttle bus, make a round. All right, volunteers, Wednesday, we talked about we're going to have extra stuff on Wednesdays we need your help with. I am giving you the opportunity to volunteer before we just start assigning. Jabara and Grove in the morning, Jabara and Grove in the afternoon. We need a driver for each. There's a sign-up sheet. It must be with Deb. Can we get that brought in here? We have a sign-up sheet. I need everybody to volunteer for it. We've gone through the end of January. You pick a date for now. If you have a date that works for you, you tell me what works. We'll go with that. If your name doesn't hit the volunteer list, you'll be on my list to call when we need it.
Who does the afternoon, the midday for Jabari?
We have dedicated drivers for those.
Okay.
We have dedicated drivers right now for one of the AMs on both. It's not fair to make one person do it all the time. So we're asking for you guys to help us out. All I'm asking is for you to volunteer for one, okay? The morning routes start at 7:20ish, the afternoons at 2:50ish. If you have kids, you can take them with you, that's not a problem. You just gotta follow all the same rules that we normally do. If you've already, you know who you are, if you've already run those routes or we've told you, you don't have to because you've already done a ton of them already, you volunteered for those, you know who you are, you don't have to sign up. If you don't know who you are, I guarantee you need to be on that list. Any questions? Yes?
It's a van route.
It's a van run, it's not a minibus. It's not a big bus, it's just a van. Jabara in the morning is one kid from over here at Complete, out to Jabara and straight back.
Grove is 2.
Grove is 2.
You pick up one at Career Academy and one at May South.
Super easy, it's not difficult, you do not have to have a CDL. You do need to be awake, but that's it. That's all we ask. Okay? Any questions?
I can do it this way.
Perfect, thank you. All right, we're running a little over, sorry guys. Stoplight at 37th and Tyler has been delayed. They said it'll probably be after Christmas. They've got a company that's making it is different than the one we had for this one. They're wishing they had gone with the same company. They didn't. it's been stalled. So the stoplight that we were expecting is gonna be delayed. We'll just keep our crossing guards over there a little bit longer. Make sure you're cleaning your buses. It's amazing in our new subs, we complain about how filthy some of the buses are. Like, you haven't touched it for 2 years, and everybody kind of laughs, and they're like, yeah, my bus isn't that. I assure you, now our new subs are going, what is going on? They're filthy. Please, just clean your bus. Wipe your dash off, once in a while. Sweep your floor every week. Keep stuff out from under the pedals. Just clean it up a little bit, yeah.
Our mechanics will appreciate it more too. The floors are clean, you guys work under years. Just saying.
We are in the process of trying to get everybody a tote. No, I ain't unfolding that. They look just like this, and it'll get Velcroed to your doghouse. And it's nice and deep, so everybody's gonna get one of these once I quit buying them out of the mall every time I go in there. And they're just gonna simply Velcro onto your doghouse. So you can put your masks, you can put your cleaning solutions, you can put all that lovely stuff that's across your dash and go right in here.
That'll DOT regulation, nothing can be on the dash?
Yes, that's exactly right. We need to get everything off your dash because that is a DOT regulation. That's why we're getting these. And they will Velcro on and off.
They can't be on the dash either, right?
This isn't going on the dash, it's going on your doghouse.
It's on the doghouse.
So it'll sit down on your doghouse.
Apartment open up, right?
Yeah, but it's Velcroed, so it can be pulled on and off easy. Okay? But everything that's on your dash needs to go in a box or get off of the dash. So we're working on getting everybody one of these.
Well, I got a ticket one time, just
Yeah, they're pretty finicky. Not so much on buses, but if something looks funky on your route, don't just change it and assume that we know. Because if I have to print out driver directions because we can't find your route or whatever, it's not going to be right. Make sure you're letting us know. Okay?
So on your bus cleaning, I heard that you can maybe pull it into a place where they clean it.
Uh-huh.
They put it up on a ramp and you can spray it out or something?
Uh-huh.
That's-
Yep, they can do that. Chris
Is that
and
a
Matthew.
Wednesday thing?
Huh?
Is that a Wednesday thing?
That's a perfect thing to do on Wednesdays. Clean them out like that.
Save it, anything.
Yep. We can do it anytime, but Wednesdays is a great time. Okay.
But the regular thing is move it out. Yeah. It's easier just to move it out. You all.
Uh-huh. Yep. My buses are all along the side of this. Okay, so this is our school. We need to talk a little bit about lineups again. And I would just pull in our new drivers in and show you, but it's not just our new drivers doing it. So if this is our school and these are our buses, you have to go, who's my very first bus in this lineup? Who's the first one pulling in? This one right here. Why?
This is the first one on the right.
First one on the right. So when you pull in, if there's no other bus in there, you're the front of this line and you are on the curb. This is if you're pulling in the mornings or when you're not in a lineup. Okay, if we don't have a lineup sheet. You're the very first bus and you are going on the curb. Who's the next bus in? This one. Oh, but I'm pulling in front of them. It doesn't matter. You're pulling to the left of this bus and your door needs to open just in the front of their bus. Okay? So don't park that when you open your door, you're in their bus. Pull just in front of that bus. So that means that our third bus that comes in is on the curb, and then to the left, to right, to left, to right, to left. Does this make sense to everybody? Because it's not happening. We have this guy pulling in, this guy pulling in, and this one pulling in. And then when you leave, this one's jotting out before this one's gone. Somebody's going to get killed. We've got to stop it.
At Frey Woodman, I haven't driven at that school for 15 years, so when I started going to that school in the mornings, it's very confusing once you drop off at Frey Woodman, and sometimes even when you're there, what they want you to do, in my humble opinion. Where they want you to go, and then once you get over to Mays Elementary, especially if you're in the back, it's kind of a mess.
It is. I will not disagree with that.
Okay. I'm like, what is going on
Tracy, I
here?
don't know if you've noticed, but I've been asking in the morning because I've been one of the last buses coming in.
Yeah,
And without being rude to the other drivers, that's why they ask the administrators, we want the last 2 rows to stay here. I'm trying to be nice and let everybody know that I know that's what they want us to do.
Right.
But just double check.
Prairie Woodland,
it's just.
these are sped buses only. Do not park on the curb. Do not park on the curb. That's sped only. So we can go 3 wide at Prairie Woodman. So we're going 2. Can you get a 3rd bus over there too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we need 1 more row. Sorry. Anyway, we go 3 wide here. So there's another row here. These are sped only. Okay? And you guys have got to be courteous to our sped drivers. When you're parked, these guys get released. They move on. They're going to bring the next 4 up. Keep in mind, these guys are probably empty. Let them go. Let them get out of there. Because 9 times out of 10, they're done and they need to get to the school across the street or around the block. Or some of them have to go clear back to May South Elementary. Let these guys go.
That's good to know, because that's what, I mean, that's part of the confusion.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not from that school every day, because I was like, who's supposed to go?
Keep the sidewalk open, that strip that comes across.
How do you know if another bus is empty and you're ready to pull away?
Left turn signal, door closed.
Left signal, the door is shut. What's another thing we need to be looking for?
Kids.
An empty sidewalk. Do not pull away if there's kids next to your bus. That one's by far the most important one. Do not pull away if there's kids on the sidewalk. And then you do not pull away until the buses around you have their doors shut and their left signal on. Okay? Any questions? None. Comments, concerns? Yes, Lisa.
When we get over to Vermillion, well, even Mays Elementary and Vermillion, we have a lot of minibuses and vans getting into our bus
Yeah, that's where
lines.
it's confusing, that's.
And
what
so it's messing that up too, so.
And that's because they can't get in on the curb where they need to get in. They don't know what to do either. We're gonna try and help them this afternoon. So hopefully we can get this, we're gonna get it figured out just in time for school to be done, for them to close us down.
I would play with it in the afternoon. How many minibuses are going to be along that sidewalk? Because I'm the first one to let them all out.
Sound like
Mhm.
a red flag.
Normally there's 2. When Pam gets in, she's the 3rd. The other day,
numbers are up.
I waited to see if she popped in on the corner. I thought, well, that's the 3. So I started going and a 4th one.
Oh,
Is there some way we can,
I think there is 4.
To prevent
minibuses.
panic.
because that's the first time I've ever seen 4.
They're going
Usually
to
it's
act
2.
when we read.
Once in a while it's 3.
That's the way it should be.
96.
The
people know that.
They do.
Here I sit.
Yep.
So far, like Wednesdays
Yeah,
off, I've been
because
watching.
sometimes they pass it.
Gives me a weekend free.
Okay. Hand sanitizer. I've been on the buses and your hand sanitizers are plumb full. I'm just going with the fact that you just filled it. I hope to God that's why it's full. Otherwise, you're not using your hand sanitizers like you're supposed to. The policy is in the T4T program, we were allowed to come back because we were only sitting 2 to a seat, unless they were family, we could go 3. They hand sanitized as soon as they got on the bus, morning and afternoon. They need to be doing it when they get on your bus in the afternoons. And that we sprayed our buses down. You have to sanitize, you have to spray down your buses. It's part of the program, it's part of the regulations, honestly, this year. So you have to be doing it. Okay, please, it doesn't take 2 seconds, honestly. They get on, they're rubbing as they're walking.
Where do you get more
Okay.
of that hand sanitizer at?
There should be some in the cabinet.
There's
Okay.
not.
If not, Chris,
I've already filled mine a couple times.
okay.
I'd maybe ask somebody to fill it.
We don't keep a ton out there, and I hate to say it, but somebody's taking them.
Okay, and
They're
what about
missing.
we're going through the child mask too, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
we need
more.
more
in
child
the-
Yep, we have tons of masks, so if you need more, let us know. The hand sanitizers, like I said, I hate to even say it, but somebody's walking off with them, they're just disappearing. Hand sanitizer?
No, hand sanitizer does not.
It's just not supposed to.
It's gonna get cold now.
Yeah, yes.
So, when the weather gets colder, it's gonna get cold.
They're gonna take I say yes.
Yeah, that's technically part of the rules, they're supposed to wear it, they're supposed to sanitize. Deb?
Raise your pipe down.
The spray.
Uh-huh,
Not fair.
I've been doing it after every round.
right.
When you check your bus.
Right, yeah, it's my bus. But I don't think anybody's doing
Yep, we're supposed to do it after every route.
I do it after.
So if you're checking
So
your
building
bus,
nothing, you
then
would-
that's a good time to do it. You just spray as you go.
Yes, Amy?
So the kids that are putting on just a dab of it, I've been making them put it more on.
That's fine.
So if you get complaints of that, I mean,
We're gonna
I
back you up.
have to,
I put it on my, when I was driving my own route, I put it on for
It's
them.
the like G's or something like that, and I'm like, sorry.
Tough cookies. Anything else? I wanna move pretty quickly here, we're over.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing? We've been way short, so we're good. We're gonna get down here pretty quick. Closure on 45th, we talked about that. I think it was Paul told us. East side of Tyler is now shut down on 45th.
Yes, 45th east of Tyler, there's a sign up saying it's closing. He said it's starting today.
It's supposed to start today. Yep. So if you do 45th Street east of Tyler, you're gonna have to find another route.
That's the way I go.
Okay? It's gonna be good. All right. Real quick, Chris has got some stuff to cover, and then you guys are out of here.
Alright, new stalls, we're gonna be doing a little shifting, nobody's gonna move too much, maybe one left, one right. We'll have those on there by Friday night, so Monday,